You ask about what inspired me. My family and friends, well, my family, I guess, tell me that I was inspired from the time I arrived in the world. That I always knew where I was going and what I wanted. And I think as far as I can remember, I just had a passion, I think, for life and people. And I guess it was just born a marketer. And it was a family friend who said, "You're going to study marketing." And that was kind of the start of career or business for me. I always had a passion for business. And all I knew when I started in business was that I wanted to be a global player. So I wanted to be involved in import and exports. I had no idea how or what that meant. And it had to be a product. So I wasn't interested in services. It had to be something tangible. And it had to be something unique and differentiated and exciting and kind of set apart. So I wasn't going to put all my energy and time and money into something that was like a Me Too thing or a Me Too business or product. So that's all I knew I wanted to do, and I registered a little CC, which was about 10 or 12 years ago. I think I was about 22 when I delved into my first business. And just through networking and chatting to people, I got an opportunity to import a fantastic range of products that had a science behind it. That was another thing I was always passionate about, was science. And my first kind of entry into the business world was importing this high-tech range of oxygenating creams for the skin. And we were curing everything from skin cancer to psoriasis to acne to cellulite, wrinkles, all those kind of things. So it was a little gold mine. It was a fantastic first start at business, importing. I had partners on board, made every classic mistake in the book, got the wrong partners on board, the wrong reps, didn't discipline when I needed to discipline, too lenient, not an HR person, let someone else manage the finances, and to cut a very long story short, I lost my first business. And it was at that point that I decided, well, I've always believed that failure is just the inability to get up again. So there's no such thing as failure. It's just if you stay down, you failed. So I thought, well, sprang up the next day and always had this idea from being in the cosmetic industry and from all the exposure in my first business. I'd carried this gut feel about this eye product that there was a major gap in the market for. There were a few products trying to service that gap, but very unsuccessfully. And when I lost my business, I decided, that's it. I'm going to develop my own product for the export market. Because at that point, the rand was going south. It was about 20 rand to the dollar. And it was definitely not an importer's market anymore. And I saw the opportunity to develop my own product and export it. And I thought it would take me about 6 months and I'd be a multi-millionaire and rocking, because my first business took me about 2 years and I was doing about $500,000 rands worth of turnover a month. So I thought, oh, second time round, I've got this thing waxed and, you know, I just go for it. But that's not what happened. 7 years later, we finally launched our fantastic product. But no, the product development and technology space is a totally different ballgame. You know, when you're importing a product, it's literally you bring in a product, it's already developed, gone through its testing, all the design work's done, and you're literally marketing. That's what you are, you're a marketer. So I had no idea what I was in for, thank goodness, because I probably wouldn't have even attempted it. So it's good not to know the future. And all I had was this idea, and I wanted a technology. And I didn't want just another product, just another cream or a gel. The material type eye masks on the market were flimsy. They didn't deliver any real results. They weren't user-friendly. And there was still this major gap in the market. And that's when I went looking for a technology that could form the foundation of my product idea. And I walked in there and there was a guy standing in there and we recognized each other, but we didn't know where from. Anyway, to cut a very long story short, he had also been in the cosmetic industry and he was moving out of marketing his cosmetic aloe products into focusing on manufacturing. And I was trying to develop this eye product idea. And after trying to convince me to take on marketing his aloe creams, I firmly believe in focus. If you're not fully focused on what you do, you cannot ever achieve success. So I said to him, no, not interested. I'm focused. I have this idea and I'm on a mission, but you can be the manufacturer and you can manufacture my eye product. And I said, but I'm looking for a technology, and I described the concept. And about 2 weeks later, he called me back and he said to me, I found your technology. And he took me to the CSIR, and there was this fantastic kind of half-researched hydrogel polymer technology sitting on a shelf, collecting dust since 1993. I guess it was waiting for me. And I had a look at the technology. We tested some of the active ingredients that I had in mind for it in their platform. And it was perfect. And it was absolutely perfect for my idea. I loved the technology. It was unique worldwide. And I started to negotiate the exclusive manufacturing commercialization rights for this technology. That took a very long time, because first I only purchased the South African license. Then I had to develop a business plan to prove that my concept was, or that I had enough behind me, I guess in skills or vision, to have the world license or rights to it. And about 2 years from that point, I managed to secure the exclusive world rights to exploit their technology. And so the challenges started. There are millions of them. Where should I start?